everybody, welcome back to my channel, Life with Patty, and I am here today with a book review for you guys. The book that I read was Against All Odds by Danielle Steele. And Danielle is one of those that I have been reading for years, ever since she started writing. Actually, I've probably read, I haven't kept up on all her books because now I don't even know how many books she has. Like, I think she has like over 500 books that she has written. I mean, it's crazy how many she has. But anyways, after I had read the last book that I did the book review for you guys, which was The Home for Unwanted Girls, it gave me such a book hangover because it was so sad that when I read a book like that, I always turn to my good friend Danielle right here to give me a book that most of her books, some of them get a little sad, but most of her books, I call them fluff books. They're just like easy reading and not a lot of concentration, but a good story. So this was a good story. There were some sad parts to it. She always kills somebody off, you know, she always does. But she's not gory in her details, and she doesn't just leave you thinking how horrible it is, you know. So anyways, it starts out with this woman, Kate, who marries the love of her life, and her husband is still going through law school. Her mother's telling her, this is crazy, you're young, you shouldn't do this, but nope, she wants to get married. And so she marries this guy, and he finishes law school, and they're doing great. Their life is perfect. You know, they're in love. She ends up getting pregnant and has a little girl. And then she has another one, and she has a boy. Oh, wait, let's see how this works. Anyways, she ends up having 4 kids. And then the last 2 are twins, a boy and a girl. So she has, yes, she has a girl, and then she has a boy, and then she has a boy and girl twins. So she has 4 kids, and when the twins are like 3 years old, her husband gets killed in a car accident. And so then she's left with 4 kids and single, and, you know, he was just starting to do well in his business, so he didn't leave her a lot of money. And she hadn't worked in years because she had been staying home with the kids, but she had gone to school to be a fashion designer. Danielle's books always seem to work around fashion design lately, I noticed, because the last one that I did the book review on was fashion design. But anyway, so she opens up this like secondhand store in San Francisco, in Soho, that she's selling like famous people's clothes and celebrities' clothes, and she ends up making a decent living at it. Her mother is very adventurous, and her mother's always traveling all over the world. She's in her 80s and still traveling. But anyways, Kate's 4 kids grow up, and they start becoming more independent. And so then it talks about the life of her children, and her 2 daughters marry men that they shouldn't marry, and Kate knows in her heart, she has this gut-wrenching feeling with both men that they should not be men that their daughters should marry. I don't want to give you all the details of it, because sometimes I give too many details, and then that ruins you for reading the book. So the 2 daughters marry, and let's just say they were the wrong choices for them. Okay. And then her one son, he is just, we call him like a little gigolo. I mean, he just likes to, he's with all the women, and he's not tied down to anybody. But towards the end of the book, almost to the very end, he finds a woman that his mother doesn't think is a good choice for him. But everybody tells her that she's always criticizing her children and in their choices, and they just have to make their own decisions, and they make their own choices. And then her youngest son, who is a twin, is gay, and he has a life partner, and they don't believe in marriage, but they want to have a baby, and they want it to be a surrogate baby from their donation. And then they pick another mother to harvest the eggs from. And their mother, Kate, again, doesn't think this is a great choice, that she thinks that it's risky to have a surrogate mother, that there's too many risks and they're going to get hurt. And, you know, the woman with the egg donor is going to also, you know, want rights to the baby. And so the mother is just paranoid about everything with that. And that ends up with its own story with the two men. And that's as far as I want to go with telling you the whole thing. And then Kate has a lifelong friend named Lim, and he is married to his wife for over 20 years. But he's Kate's very good friend, and the kids all love him. He has 2 daughters with his wife. And of course, his wife gets killed. No, his wife has cancer and dies. And so then you wonder, is Kate and Lim going to get together, because they've been friends for so many years and they're both widows now, a widow and a widower. But it was a good book. It had some spots in it that were a little heavy, but not bad, because she doesn't like go overboard with it. So it was a really good book. I'm going to send it off to my friend Kathy, because we had together decided that we were going to read The Home for Unwanted Girls. Kathy couldn't read it. She said it was just too hard for her. My friend Lilia read it, and she was just like, ah. So I gave Lilia a different book. She said, I'm not reading your books right now. I'm reading a feel-good, you know, book. So anyways, I told Kathy, this is a good read for you. It's just a relaxing, good story, has a good ending, and I would recommend it to anybody. If you see it, this has been out for a little while, because I've had it on my bookshelf for quite some time. So you could probably even find this at the used bookstores. You can find this at the library, I'm sure. Most libraries have all of her books. So I give this book a thumbs up. I thought it was a good book. It was a good read. It was an easy read. And like I said, now I'm going to send it off to my friend Kathy. So, all right, you guys. Well, that's my review on Danielle Steele, Against All Odds. I already started a new book from Jodi Picoult, and she is a little heavier with her. Her books are pretty dark, pretty intense, but I'm ready. I'm ready for it. So I'm going to read her next. So, all right, you guys, thanks for tuning in and listening to my book review. Have any of you read this book? If you've read this book, let me know in the comments below. Let's see, in the comments below, tell me who your favorite author is and your favorite book of all time, if you can do those 2 things. And for those of you that answered that question, I will put you in a drawing for a box of books. And what I do is I get that large box that ships anywhere in the United States for a certain price, and I fill it up with used books that I usually get at the bookstore, and it helps out friends with the library, and somebody gets a box of books. So in the comments below, write your favorite author and your favorite book of all time. And you don't have to put enter me, anything like that. Don't do that. Just put those 2 answers to those 2 questions, and you will be in the drawing for a box of books. All right? And I don't care if you've won my drawings before. That doesn't bother me. If you win 2, 3, 4, 10 of my drawings, I don't care. That doesn't bother me. This one I cannot do for outside of the United States, because it's too expensive to ship books out of the United States. But for any of those of you in the United States that would like to participate, you just have to be over 18, and you don't even have to be subscribed to my channel. I'd appreciate it. You know, come on, join the group. But just answer those 2 questions, and I will put you in my drawing. So you guys have a great day. Take care, and I'll see you back here real soon. Bye-bye.